The Golem, a Jewish folktale. The old folks say there is a statue in a park in New York City of a big ugly man with his hand up near his ear. Every day, pigeons perch on the statue, and children come by and wonder why such an ugly statue is there. And this is why. Years and years ago, a wealthy rabbi came to America with his family. They came from the old country and brought with them many wooden crates of household goods. One especially heavy crate was put in the basement, unopened. Years passed. The rabbi grew old and taught his son to be a rabbi. The old man died, and his son took his place. The son, who was a rabbi, also grew old, but he never married and had no children, so he took in a young apprentice who wanted to study to become a rabbi. The old rabbi died quietly one day, and when the young apprentice was cleaning out the basement, he opened the wooden crate for the first time in years. Inside was an ugly man carved out of white stone. He was a golem. He was a creature cut from stone and brought to life to work for his master. The young apprentice looked inside the lid of the crate, and there was a small roll of paper. On it was written the true name of God, a word so powerful that very few men or women know it. The young apprentice put the roll of paper with the name on it into the golem's left ear. The golem blinked his stone eyelids and stepped out of the crate.
"Yes, master,"
growled the golem. "Clean up the basement," said the apprentice. The golem went to work, and the apprentice went upstairs to make some tea. Suddenly, the golem came stomping up the stairs.
"I am finished, master,"
said the golem.
"Give me something else to do."
The apprentice looked down into the basement and saw that it was all cleaned up. "Clean up the house," said the apprentice. The golem went to work, and the young man sat down to drink his tea. Before the tea was cool enough to drink, the golem stomped back into the kitchen.
"I am finished, master. Give me something else to do."
The apprentice looked and saw that the house was entirely clean. "Mow the yard, and trim the hedge, and prune the trees." The golem went to work, and the apprentice sat down to read the newspaper. Before he even finished the headlines, the golem kicked the door open and came in.
"I am finished, master. Give me something else to do."
The apprentice tried to take the roll of paper out of the golem's ear, to turn it back into stone. The golem wouldn't let him.
"I like being alive."
The golem picked the young man up and shook him like a rag doll.
"Give me something else to do."
"Paint the house, and fix the fence, and water the flowers, and sweep the sidewalk, and wash the windows." The golem went to work, and the young man ran down the street to another retired rabbi's house. When the kind old rabbi let the young man in, the apprentice told what had happened. "You have done a very foolish thing," said the old rabbi. "You should never play with things that you do not understand." Just at that moment, the golem knocked the door off its hinges and stomped into the old rabbi's house. The apprentice tried again to take the roll of paper out of the golem's ear, but the stone creature wouldn't let him. The golem picked up the apprentice and began banging the young man's head against the ceiling.
"I like being alive. Now give me something else to do."
"Golem?" said the old rabbi. The golem stopped, banging the apprentice against the ceiling.
Yes, Rabbi.
Put the young man down. My 7 grandchildren are playing in the park, just down the street. Go there and answer all their questions. The stone thing dropped the apprentice and stomped down the street to the park. It sat down and started answering all the children's questions. "Why is the sky blue?" asked a little girl. "What are stars made of?" asked a little boy. "Why don't cats like dogs?" asked a pair of twins. 1 hour and 7,000 answers later, the golem reached slowly up to his ear, pulled out the roll of paper, and turned back into stone. And he's still sitting there today.